Happy Devils Tuesday! This is
Tuesday!
Let's Go Devils podcast post-game. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of Sirius Liquid Metal. Losing streak is over. Devils win 6-4 over the Flyers. Streaming this fine programming on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Butt save a butte.
Butt save and a butte. Look at you. Look at you.
That's what should have been the title of this fine podcast tonight.
We had another butt puck, but it went in our favor this time. Instead of going into our own goal, we kept it out with a butt puck. Matt Tennyson, you deserve a star of the game simply for that play right there.
And he deserves another start as well.
I'll give it to you just for that. Yeah, right. Okay, fine. All right. We got to delay Kevin Ball one more game or a Hoyuk? Or Hoyuk? Oh, man. All right. Well, Sam Wu, let's go over the actual happy recap. Look at that. Woo!
Wow.
It's not that bad today. It's an amazing recap when you win. Okay, here we go. Starting off good. In the first period, Devils came out, actually took a lead. The captain, Nico Hischier, his 5th of the season from Jackie Boy, Jack Hughes, his 15th, and Pavel Zacha, his 16th. This was set up by Nico cleaning up a rebound that popped out from a Jack Hughes shot. What was that on the power play? It was on the power play, Sam Wu. That's right, a power play goal for the New Jersey Hockey Devils. And then they took that 1-0 lead into the second, where, lo and behold, on a power play yet again, 2 power play goals. Count them, 2, Sam Wu. 2! In one game, Pavel Zacha, his 12th, from Jack Hughes, once again his 16th, and Ty Smith, his 20th assist. And what a pretty move. Ty bringing the puck into the zone, and Jack kind of feeding Pavel right there, moving into the NFZ, into the no fun zone of the Flyers. And he buried that home. After that, Miles Wood made it 3-0 unassisted. Nice shot, Miles Wood, using his speed all game long. Did very well, I got to say, today. That's his 17th goal. Team leading. 17th goal. And that's something I want you to think about. We're gonna try and find the positives. We're going to try and find the positives here. A little silver lining. There's a couple silver linings. One of them is Miles Wood, his 17th unassisted. And then, the Flyers started to come back. They woke up a little bit more. Lindblom got his 8th, and that was only I'm going to do my math here. Was it about 15 seconds later? 16 seconds later, I believe they scored. So it was a very quick answer to 3-1. And right there, you can almost kind of feel just the momentum in the game shift a little bit. In the third period, Myers got his first unassisted. Then Claude Giroux picked up his 14th. And all of a sudden, game's tied 3-3. And you're like, here we go again. Here we go. Know where this is going to lead us. But Connor Carrick gets into the zone, chipping the puck to himself, basically, from a nice outlet play from Ty Smith. Once again, his 21st assist. But Connor Carrick kind of chips it to himself, weaves his way through the defense there, or moves his way around the defense, rather. I shouldn't say weaves. Just kind of makes a nice little stutter step around the defense like a running back, getting into the clear, takes the puck, and whips it home. Nice wicked wrist shot there for his first. Connor Carrick, I guess maybe, did he win another start as well, I guess, with that goal? Tennyson and Carrick?
Actually, on social media, on the Devils' social media account, he was the M&M's player of the game, I think.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, what happened again? Courtier comes back. The Flyers score again, and you're like, oh, man, I can almost feel it coming. This was too good to be true. It was too good to be true. However, Yegor Sharangovich gets his 12th. About midway, just after midway in the third period, his 12th from Yanni Kuokkanen, his 16th assist. And then, believe it or not, someone pulled their goalie on the Devils. It wasn't the goal. It wasn't the Devils pulling their goalie at the end of the game. It was the other way around. And the Devils actually got an empty net goal. Maltsev, his 6th from McLeod and Carrick. So that's a 2-point game for Mike McLeod, 2-point game for Connor Carrick, 2-point game for Jack Hughes as well. I believe Ty Smith and Pavel Zacha, all 2 points for those fine New Jersey Devils. 3 stars of the game, Pavel Zacha, Jack Hughes, and Ty Smith. Shots on goal for the Flyers, 3 in the first, 15-12 for a total of 30. For the Devils, 9-9-9 for a total of 27. Face-offs, Flyers had advantage, 55% to 44. Power play, and whoa, the Devils didn't give up a power play goal. So the penalty kill went 2 for 2, and the power play went 2 for 2. Unbelievable, Sam Wu. Hits, I say it's pretty even, maybe a slight edge, 21-15 in our favor. Blocks, we had a lot of block shots today. Like we were talking about, Matt Tennyson with the save of the game over there with Giroux, wide open net. Looks like he's just going to stretch around and just slam it home, and Tennyson comes sliding by with his stick, sticks it out, and then all of a sudden the puck pops off of his stick, butt puck, and instead of going into the net, if it was Damon Severson, it wasn't. It was Matt Tennyson, so it went out of our net. See what happened there, Sam Wu? See what happened?
Oh my goodness.
That's all it was. 13 giveaways, though. It was a little bad there, but overall, a fun game. The boys battled back. Nice to see them creating, getting some offense going, and don't forget, we are in a shortened season, but silver lining, Miles Wood, even though, what are we, 56 games? 56 games season? 56, yeah, 56 games. Okay, so he's short a good number of games there. He's looking like he might put up his career best in goals. We know it's 19 from his rookie season. He's at 17 already, Jack Hughes is already, toppled last year's goal. So it's technically it's a career year for him. But that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see his point totals go up. So we're starting to see Jesper Bratt. His point totals jumped a lot, because he's actually been in the lineup. Pavel Zacha as well. Most points he's ever put up in a season. So I know I'm being desperate here. I'm being desperate, and I totally get it. I get it. I was trying to find some sort of silver lining today after a nice victory. Sam Wu, what say you, Sam Wu?
Well, it's kind of nice to win for a change.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I've been bitching since April 8th, since the last Devils win. Since then,
was it April 8th? And what is it? Is today the 28th? Is it today 28th or 27th?
It doesn't matter. It's been a while. And it feels good to win. I love the feeling of winning. But
and they were in the retro jerseys. I almost forgot about that.
It seems like we were in the Twilight Zone in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Going to an unfamiliar place called winning. And but it equally could have been a complete disaster.
Yeah,
that's what Joe Beningo says. A disaster.
Butt pucked though. We got butt pucked in a good way.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I'd rather be lucky than good. But right now, I'm thinking lottery. I'm thinking all these things right now. But if you're going to win against a foe, a rival, like they should have done this, like played this with
against the Rangers. Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun. That would have been a lot more fun because the Flyers are basically out of it, Oh, there it was. They just had the save on the post game, the Tennyson butt puck out of our goal. as opposed to Damon Severson. That always seems to go in our goal when it's Damon Severson.
Yeah.
But I was surprised. Not only retro jersey, Sam Wu, but a home victory. A home victory. What's that number? I think that's number 5 on the year or number 6. It's either 5 or 6. Hey. You are entering a place where the retro jerseys and home victories are not a common occurrence. You are at the Rock, the Prudential Center Zone.
That was good. That was really good. But yeah, again, I shouldn't be complaining. I mean, look, it's nice. It's something to build on. And as what Chico said last Saturday at Chickies, said, I just want the guys to get a couple victories and go home this summer feeling like, hey, there's so, feeling
there's going to be
next year.
Definitely. And I think it was tough. It hit us especially hard with everyone leaving, but also just, Pavel Zacha and Jesper Bratt have been very big point producers for us when they've been in the lineup, and having them get injured there, it wasn't a major, but it was a minor injuries there, but they were still out for like a week and a half, and just, that's a lot of games for us in this schedule. A week and a half, that's like 4 or 5 games. So, losing Travis, losing Palms, losing Kulikov, then all of a sudden you lose your other 2, biggest point producers. Man, that team we were in shovels there for a while, just like shell shock. So at least now we're like starting to get everyone back. We see Nico's game getting better. He almost scored an 8 at another one. Oh, beautiful shot. Nico in there, had Elliott beat, and just, clank off the post. Like, almost the exact same one that he missed, like, by an inch Sunday night.
Yeah.
Like, almost like the exact same thing. Oh. So hopefully next time, now that he missed by an inch, now that he hit the post, next one's got to go in. He's just got to tweak it just a little more. A little more to the left. Just a little more. Just a little more.
Yeah, I would have more.
Come
material.
on, Sam Wu. Come on, Sam Wu. Be happy.
Right.
Don't
no, I'm
worry.
Pissed because
why are you pissed? What happened?
Because I would have more material to bitch if they were on 11 games. What does this victory mean? This victory means nothing other than we beat the Flyers.
And we beat the Flyers.
I mean,
and we did it in the home jersey and the retro jersey at home.
I mean, the Flyers have to be that bad.
Oh, they're pretty bad right now. They're reeling. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, Giroux's good. They have some good players, but I don't know. To me, this was insignificant. I'm looking forward to the draft lottery. I'm looking forward towards, the future.
So basically, you're telling me you're hashtag boohoo Sam Wu. That's what you're telling me. Hashtag boohoo Sam Wu. I don't care that the Devils actually won a game at home in their retro jerseys.
All right.
Boohoo Sam Wu.
It is?
All right.
What? You know what it is? This is what it is. This is a rivalry game.
Tell me.
Years ago, when it's Devils Flyers. I would have the Gordie Howe hat trick as a fan. Right?
As a fan.
Yeah, as a fan. You go to the Meadowlands, you score one, in the crowd, yelling at a Flyer fan, you say, "Hey, ha ha, you kissed your sister." Something like that. So that's a goal. Then I would assist a friend trash talking to another Flyers fan, and then you get in a fight. That's the way it used to be, right? And I would normally
that's what you came up with. You kiss your sister, huh? That's your best.
They're inbred. They're inbred in Philly. Notice how I leave South Philly Chickies and Pete's in one piece, and then I start trash talking when I get home.
Yes. You're a corporate man. You know your sponsors. You're a smart guy like that.
Yeah. Hopefully they're not watching right now. But yeah. So, but honestly, all kidding aside, I really enjoyed the offensive outburst tonight. Um, Defensively, there's just so much they need to do. There's so many holes on their defense. Now, granted, they're penalty killing tonight. Okay, that's good, but again, sometimes in the middle of the ice. I mean, Giroux just waltzed right in. There were a lot of. I mean, he could have scored it in the end there several times.
But he didn't. He didn't because of the butt puck and Matt Tennyson saving the day. And you know what? You know who else is probably pretty happy that the day I think was saved? Jesper Bratt. I don't know if anyone saw this, but in the middle of the second period there, Jesper took one of the old brats. That was the skate blade right in the middle of the legs. Ouch. I can't remember who it was that was falling forward on the Flyers, and Jesper was right behind them, so they're falling forward. Skate blade, kicking back out like that. And that skate blade came right in between Jesper Bratt's legs, and it made contact, and he went down there for a while, and skate blade coming close in that area over there. It's just, it's hey, that was one of those, oh boy, when you saw that in the replay, you're like, hey, he's going down to the locker room, huh? Oh, that doesn't sound too good. But Jesper came back because he's a hockey player. Hopefully, no real damage is done. But when you see a skate blade come anywhere near a player like that, it's dangerous. We're just having a little joking fun here because it just happened to be a shot to the old nether region down there. But anytime you see a skate blade making contact like that,
you mean the Kevin Ball region?
In the Kevin Ball region. Very nice, Sam. No more boo-hoo, Sam Woo. He's back to being happy,
I'm back. This is the April 8th, Sam Woo. Hey, we're on
April
a
8th.
2-game point streak.
That's right.
Streak.
Not even win. It was a 2-game point streak. But anyway, it was nice to see that Jesper was back on the ice and everything was okay there. Because I think, and it was funny if you watched the TV broadcast, Dano just completely missed it on the replay, and he's just talking. He's like, I'm not sure. And Cangelosi's like, yeah, I think escape blade might have made contact somewhere down below. Sorry, I guess I'm childish. As long as he's okay, it was kind of funny.
I'll tell you what, Connor Carrick has impressed me last couple times, that he's played. He takes risks as a D-man, and I like that. That takes a lot of courage to do that.
He's playing for a job. I mean, I can't see. Is Connor? I mean, what are they bringing him back as? I mean, he's not coming. If he comes back to the Devils, he's not coming back as like an NHL. He'll always be like that. He's going to be like a fringe player like that. So now's his chance to get in there and see if someone else, wants to take a chance on him. Later next year, because I'm pretty sure he's I think he's a UFA after this.
Yeah, I'm actually rooting for him because the guy plays hard. And he's trying his best to crack the lineup. He's kind of like the underdog guy that you want to see do well, right?
I just don't. I don't know how consistent he could be. I think he's had a nice game here, but like someone putting together for 70, 75 games over the course of a season. I don't know if he's that. I don't know if he's our guy for that.
Well, Gregory on the YouTube Live says Brandt Clark, 1 goal, 1 assist in the first period against Sweden. No need for the lottery.
Graham Clark, mate. I can't do the Australian accent like Beer Baron can. Oi. Oi, crikey. What did he say? Oh, Graham. Oh, I'm Graham Clark, mate. I don't know how he does. I can't do Australian accent. Beer Baron. Anyone didn't see on the Sunday Big Show, we went a little kooky there after, game number 10 in the losing streak.
That was,
and we were just doing
actually a fun podcast. That was pretty
Oh,
fun.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we just got a little crazy. And I think I imagined that Graham Clark is an Australian name, which then set Beer Baron into a very comically bad Australian accent for quite some time. So check it out in the old archives. Let's Go Devils podcast, Big Show on Sunday.
Oh,
it was a post game / Big Show because that was a weird start time, by the way. 6 p.m. 8 either way. We're getting off track. Butt puck tonight. Jesper Bratt taking one in the Brats. Zaka from Hughes, 2 power play goals. What else did we have? Oh, also nice to see the Devils answering back in the third period. They scored their 5th goal 11 seconds after the Flyers scored their 4th. So that was really nice to see a really quick answer like that. I don't know if I mentioned that when we were doing the rundown. But overall, this was a fact. Nolan Foote didn't really make a big impression tonight, but still good to see that big body out there on the ice. Merkley was out of the lineup. Malstev was back in. Andres Janssen, who we dubbed Andre Johnson on Sunday.
Andre
former Houston Texans receiver and now apparently current New Jersey Devil. But he was injured last game, and he was I didn't get an update on how serious it was. I think he is currently day-to-day, but he was not in the lineup today. So Malsev was back in. Ty Smith obviously back in. Good to see Ty back in there. I don't know. I like once these guys, start playing a little bit better like this, it's fun to watch them, and it's fun to watch them grow. And
do you remember?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Do you remember Andres Salomonson?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Andres. You mean Andres? Yeah. Andre Salmon? Andre Salmon?
No. There's Anse Samela or Salmonella, right?
Oh yeah, there was Anse Salmon.
Yeah.
Sunday was pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, come on, 10-game losing streak. I don't know what we were gonna do today if they lost. I don't even know what was gonna happen today if they lost again.
Oh, I mean, we would have more material.
Nah,
I wasn't prepared for a victory or a 2-game point streak. But if you think about it, sorry to interrupt. The Flyers did not have 2 solid points on Sunday. It was a 3-point game. Devils got that point.
Mm-hmm,
so if this home and home series, if you want to call it that, the Devils actually got the better of the Flyers. Barely.
They're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep them down except years of bad teams. Not make the playoffs. Anyway, no, we're moving forward from that. And it's good to see these people, these guys, these players start, performing a little bit better, a little bit more how we,
But I'm gonna have to interrupt again.
Hey,
why? Why,
Mikey McLeod fighting.
Hey,
you know what?
He's leading the team. And I actually saw Miles Wood stick up for somebody. Miles Wood stuck up for. He got a little feisty. He's like, yay! I thought Jesper Bratt was going to have to step in there and do something.
Hey, good things happen when you get pissed off and you take it out physically against your opponents. Gee, maybe there's a lesson here. Hey, maybe if we become the, the Flyers, they had the Broad Street Bullies, although there is the, Broad Street in Newark where the Prudential Center is next to. But,
yes,
maybe we could be the Edison something Street Fighters or whatever.
The Brick
But
City
whatever.
isn't Newark Brick City? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, Brick City.
How about we be the Brick City Bruisers?
Yeah, exactly. Because
The Brick City Badasses.
Because look, you see what happens when you actually like stick up for your teammates and all that.
Uh-huh.
It creates rooms for possibilities to score in the slot. That suddenly
You are
the
very true.
offensive zone is the fun zone for the New Jersey Devils.
That's
Just
right.
saying.
Just saying, and I'm just saying hello to everybody on Facebook Live because we haven't done that yet. Cheryl Miller, Campbell from New Zealand. We were talking about you on Sunday. Hope you enjoyed Beer Baron's terrible Australian accent, even though Campbell is from New Zealand. Brian London, Douglas Walker, Ray Leo, Craig Best, Daniel Cicerone, Justin Parrott. I don't know. Blackwood didn't look great today, but stuck it out with the W. If there was someone who I was a little concerned with, I'm not gonna lie. Joey Giardino, Eric Selden, by the way, Craig Best, Michael Viola, Bill Neiman, the Brick City Brawlers.
I like that.
But Justin, yeah, about Blackwood, I'm not 100% sold. I mean, I know I've said this to you before, Samu, that I think like the big move eventually is going to be us acquiring like just an established solid goaltender at some. I don't know why. I hope Mackenzie Blackwood is that for us, but I feel like sometimes, like, you know, once he gets like peppered, I feel like he's there. But like if it's those games where he's not getting like 40 shots against, and we don't want those as a team. We don't want to give up 40 shots a game. I feel like sometimes he struggles to kind of stay, you know, with it. And some of the goals that he gives up, and I'm not talking about some of them today, you know, were you know, wicked shots and stuff like that. I'm not going to fault him on all of them, but I still feel like every game with Mackenzie, there are ones where you're like, I bet you he's thinking I'd like to have that one back. You know, I bet you he'd like to have that one back. You know, I always just feel like there's a couple each, like some mistakes that you know, like we're hoping that they clear up. He's still a young kid. What's he, 24, 23?
Like
I don't, you know, he's still young. Obviously he's developing. He's getting his games in there, but I don't know. For me personally, I just feel like something hasn't clicked yet. Maybe it will, but obviously just like something hasn't. I don't know what it is. When he gets peppered, he seems to be all over it, and he's making spectacular saves. You remember the immaculate save that he made earlier in the year, you know, which was unbelievable. So sometimes he gives up these goals. You're just like, man, that was kind of soft, really. You know, like, I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on Blackwood. I don't know how everyone else feels. Hit us up on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. How's everyone doing on YouTube Live, Samu?
Oh, they're doing just dandy. Rody Ryan's like Carrick for Norris. I think he's being a little sarcastic.
Carrick for Norris.
Kenny, there's nothing more satisfying than beating the filthy Flyers. Of course, Kenny.
Filthy. From Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's it, Samu?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little tired.
He's boo-hoo, Samu.
Yeah, well, last Sunday, I did 2 podcasts at Chickies and Pete's, raced home to do the 9 p.m. Eastern, just to hear Beer Baron and his Australian accent.
Hysterical. He was hysterical.
Funny. It was funny.
How about Tyler Rodriguez here says, I think the word for Blackwood is just inconsistent. That might be a good thing, because you do see these spectacular moments from him at times. And then again, like when he's not getting peppered with shots, When he was scrambling around there at the end, I mean, the Devils gave up there. He had like 4 or 5 saves on the Tennyson butt puck save, but he made like 4 or 5 just like point blank saves just before that. Like,
yeah.
It is inconsistent. Like, now, is that something we see this young goaltender clearing up? Or is it something where like it doesn't, in like a year or two from now, like, Fitzy makes that move, when Jack's 2 more years older, Nico's, all these guys, just picture these guys 2 years from now. Like we said, silver lining, they're all hitting they're all eclipsing their career totals, and we're not even playing a full season. And most of these guys, none of these guys had a training camp. None of these guys are getting practices. Most of these, they were all in a COVID protocol. Some of them weren't here in the country most of the time, like.
Yeah.
And they're all, so even though this has been terrible season, and I know we're going to look back, we're all counting down the days where we're just like, oh man, just get it over with, but I hope they have fun in these last, even if I don't know. I don't want them to tank. If they can win, if they can start winning some games here and start playing well, I'm all about that. I'm all about it because I want to see them just naturally progressing and getting better.
Yeah, and honestly, I know I joke about it, but I don't believe in tanking. Because I just think that's you don't want to be. I think the integrity of the sport is at stake if you deliberately try to tank. And these players are playing for jobs; they're playing for the future. Mm-hmm. So,
yep.
If it meant winning a couple games where we don't have a great percentage of getting that first overall pick, it was never meant to be, right? Mm-hmm. So also Ray Leo in the comment section asked about those Let's Go Devils podcast jerseys. What's the story with them? Ray Leo, let me tell you something. We're making arrangements with the sweatshop to have them made, and we'll keep you posted.
How about let's just say that we're working behind the scenes to get things done, Sam Wu. How about that?
That's just that's just a PR spin machine, Scotty.
Oh boy.
That's what happens when you're tired.
Just FYI, Mackenzie Blackwood is 24. He will be 25 next season on December the 9th. So what the hell are we in? This is the end of April. So, oh my God, it's almost May already in 2021. Mm-hmm. Okay, so in 7 months, he turns 25 years old. So wow. When is when for a goalie is the time where you're like, okay, you should have these like inconsistencies. We always say defenseman, it takes a little bit longer to mature. What is that age where we start really looking at goalies and saying like, hey, this shouldn't be happening anymore?
Well, for Mackenzie Blackwood, he gets a pass this year with everything.
Oh yeah, happened, no, yeah, right? Everything that's happened. 100%.
Because you said age, I don't think it does him justice. I would say he better get it straightened out second half of next season.
Okay, I like that. I think that's fair
because I think he's had plenty of chances. Also, that has been inconsistent is his playing time. Remember when he got the puck to the mouth? COVID, both the shutdown and the second shutdown mid-season.
Yeah, the season's a wash, dude.
Yeah. So you know what? I don't blame the players. I don't blame the coaches at this point. I mean, they did face through adversity, but the one thing I will say that I'm proud of is none of these players ever made excuses. Neither the coaches. Nope. So that's something to really be proud of, to be honest. Because I'd be look at me. I'm blaming the owners. I'm blaming this.
I'm blaming that.
These guys taking it upon themselves.
That'd be the first thing you do.
Yeah.
Of course you would pass the blame. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, if I was a player, this would be the press conference.
Well,
be like,
did you see my defensive partner leave me hanging there? Maybe you should go
Yeah.
ask him. He's over at his locker right over there.
yeah, yeah. I was paired up with Tennyson. How come he couldn't block that shot?
Oh, poor Matt.
was
Well,
kidding.
Tyler, I agree with you. Craig Best, I feel the same about McKenzie. I love him, but he can't control rebounds. That's a good point, too. He does give up a lot of rebounds like that. There were a couple today. I'm trying to think. There was one thing in particular where I believe he was going up high for a puck, missed it with his glove, created a scoring chance for Phil. I can't remember if they scored on that or if that was just a scoring chance there.
That's
but
what
either
made-
way,
That's what made
I was just gonna say. Yeah, I was
That's
just
what
gonna
made
say
Brodeur
that's a good
so-
point.
Because Brodeur, they always said, well, you know what? He didn't face many shots. Well, part of the reason why is he absorbed it so well. Like, it almost seemed like anytime Brodeur made a save, it's almost like he gobbled up the puck amongst his equipment. Corey Schneider, it always bounced off of his equipment. You know, but he was always there for the second, third, fourth chances, whereas Brodeur took care of business, which is why he had the longevity the way he did for a big goaltender. And on top of everything else, he was a hybrid, so he's not on his knees and wearing out his hips by age 25. So you take. I mean, we all took Brodeur a little bit for granted as fans.
Oh, of course. You
So we
don't
can't
realize what a luxury that is.
Yeah.
They start in friggin' 76 games a season in goal. It's an amazing thing when you have someone that can do that and win like 50 of them. Never that much, but you know what I mean. But anywho. Well, Sam Wu, it was a good game today. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone up on Facebook Live and YouTube Live for checking in with us. The Brick City Brawlers. Bill Nyman. That's like the Brooklyn Brawler from wrestling from back in the day. The Brick City Brawlers. I love it. The Brick City Bullies. Mike Viola there. Mikey McLeod. The Brick City Brawler right there. Well, I'm just looking forward to another Flyers. Are they at home? Yes, they're at home again. This is the last home game, right? Oh, no. That's Boston.
No, next week, Monday, Tuesday.
That's next week. I'm sorry. Okay, so we got one more game, 2 more games against the Flyers. So let's make this a little series. Thursday night. Make the action happen. Come on, boys, wrap it up. Let's see if we get like a nice little series win here in this little 4-game set. See what we can do. Let's have a little fun. Let's score some goals.
Absolutely. And thank you for all watching. Dropping the podcast in about 20 minutes after we end it.
McLeod!
State of the Fan address, 8:30 p.m.
Sorry,
Eastern
Mike McLeod.
tomorrow.
I went a little diehard there. McLeod! Instead of McLean! Come on, Sam Wu. Hashtag boohoo, Sam Wu.
Till next time, let's go Devils.